We are back, guys. Creed 2, now directed by Stephen Caple Jr., who did Transformers Rise of the Beast, and is going to do the upcoming Transformers G.I. Joe crossover. So, he's got a really good track record, including this movie right here that we're talking about. Jordan, Stallone, and Thompson are back. And here we're introduced to Drago. I'm just, if I came across someone like that who was like big and strong, I'd just be like, fuck this, I'm out. But I don't think this one is like it's slightly weak than the first. I still like it, but it's just I wasn't really digging up until like the start of the match, of the first match between Creed and Drago. I just wasn't digging the movie. It just kind of felt like I don't know, like a bit like any other sports sequel, or just some other kind of sequel, like we're seeing them and then I don't know, I just don't feel like the opening did it for me. But from the match, from Creed versus Drago match 1 onwards, I really enjoyed the movie. Like, just seeing Creed take his time, like get a new perspective on things, it's just I love it. And and also like I do love Jordan and Thompson's chemistry, like around this point, like for the movie onward. I'll admit it is kind of weird, like they get married and then they get pregnant so quickly, but you know that happens to a lot of relationships in real life, so I'm not gonna fault them for that. But the character study in Creed 2 is just fantastic. I really love it. Like, Jordan just gives everything his all. Like, one of my favorite scenes, one of Jordan's best moments in the film, aside from like the amazing final fight, was just him taking the baby to the gym, and then he just punches a sandbag and then just starts breaking down. Like, that's fantastic. Like, Jordan just brings those emotions like to life in a very compelling way. He's such, oh man, he's gifted. Michael B. Jordan must be protected. He is just like one of the best versatile, well, he's just one of the most versatile actors of our time. And like I said in my Creed review, I'm really excited for he and Ryan Coogler's vampire movie. I think he's gonna kill it in that. Sylvester Stallone is also great in this. I love the little arc that Rocky goes through with with his family and all. And seeing him care for Creed even after their little fallout, it just shows how much Creed means to, like, it just shows how much Adonis means to Rocky. And Tessa Thompson's also doing great. Same with the actor who also plays Drago. And his like trainer or something I thought was kind of generic, but yeah, that seems to be a lot of those kind of villains. The fights were also just so impactful. And something I forgot to mention in the first one was also just how great prosthetics on like the injuries. Like, whenever Adonis had his eyes shut, like, that's just, they did such a great job with the effects on that. And man, even though like it sometimes I used to get annoyed by it back then, whenever I hear the Rocky theme in both Creed and Creed 2, I just get chills like, oh, oh shit, we're in it now. Soundtrack was also great. I will admit, this film, sometimes the film can look a bit strange. It's just, I don't know. Like, sometimes there are shots that feel like they're lacking color. Like, I would have loved some more popping colors. Like, they could have just put a filter on or something, but there's still, like, a lot of great shots. Montages are also just fantastic in here. Like, when Creed's out in the desert training and stuff. Oh, man. But yeah, I still think the first one's the best, but Creed 2, not bad of a follow-up. I was kind of worried, thinking, what am I gonna think of this? But then at the end I was like, hey, that's actually really good. So yeah, 7.5 for this one. And I've had a couple people ask me if I was bleeding, like if I was bleeding from the head. I just told them it was spray paint because like I'm really bad spraying, but thankfully I think it's time to kind of get this off.